Support a morning. Remember you did talk already, say if Dodos come out, he can get a seat in the parliament. Remember you did talk that already, So me know say Isaac, not surprise to you. Me know that, cause you like a prophet, you did talk already.
We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. Yeah, this is Everton Blender. It's all about the young police from Jamaica. See Young Police Channel. Big up yourself. Everton Blender said that. We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of.
If you are tired of seeing criminals get away with murder, tired of hearing excuses for the wicked, then it's time to take action. Hit that subscription button now and stay in the loop with the Jamaica Young Police Channel. We are not here to sugarcoat. We are here to expose the truth, bring justice, and make sure the real heroes get the recognition they deserve. Don't wait for the change. Be the change. Subscribe, like, and let's make some noise and hold those criminals accountable. Justice in action. Speak up. Crime must fall. And remember that we have go inside this description box and you'll see various links to various things for the Jamaica Young Police Channel. JamaicaYoungPoliceChannel.com. You will see articles and stuff like that. Those who like to read, and we continue to give you guys exceptional material over here. So, moving on. Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police Channel. To our loyal viewers, subscribers and Patreon member. At the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because they save lives. This is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives at this channel. We at the channel aid criminals with a passion and do not want them over here. We do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you to go to prison or the departure lounge at Madden. Moving on to today's video. Well, in case most of you didn't know that, people have been asking all of these questions that, Brown man, where, Brown man get all these, ammunition and high power rifle and guns and stuff like that. Look here, people, I have told you guys before, and I have, I'd said it in the video that has, with Dennis Wet and Danai Williams and Skeng. Remember that these people there's a massive, if you remember, there was a massive shipment of guns that was intercepted at the wharf by the Jamaican security forces. Remember, that things did not just happen overnight. These are people that have been sowing not only discord but violence in the Jamaican society, in the psyche of the people. So this man now don't believe, that's honestly, some people might say, we don't say you're labor right, and I'll say it again, and I'll say it anytime. I'd rather to be associated with the Jamaica Labour Party than the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization. I was born and raised in a PMP community. 2 of us left. 2 of us in my age group. Everybody else is dead. So I'll choose the Labour right anytime, because all of the people that I went to school with in Jamaica and they're from Labour community, they are all alive. People from my community, my age group, they're all dead. Why? Because the PMP had imparted to us criminality. Make it an honorable career, in which it's not a career. It's only 2 places going: prison or the departure lounge. But these people, they put murderers on pedestals. They don't tell us that you can be a police officer, soldier, doctors, lawyers, entrepreneurs. The only thing that they are imparted to you in my community, where the birth of criminality by a white man from England Michael Manley, is criminality. Your job is to violate other people's rights, kill other people, go to jail, and you're supposed to be killed by police or your rival, and then you get a mural on the wall. And that is what people gravitates to. And you're not supposed to work. The government's supposed to use taxpayers' money and mind you. And you sit down and wait on a government checks without no work, no effort, nothing. And then, you know, so we break it down. Edward Seaga versus Michael Manley before we go into Brownman. So you want to reduce this to a JLP versus PMP. Fine, so let's compare. Edward Seaga never imported Cuban guerrillas warfare. Never handed rifles to teenagers. Never used dons as political campaign managers. Instead, he built art, NHT, Jamaica Festival, and him create Jamaica Festival. That's how we get a Eric Donaldson. This is the land of my birth, and you hear the Jamaica Prime Minister sing it. Mark Gomebere Golden is not a Jamaican, and up to this day, we still haven't heard the media ask him, show me your British passport. So that's how licky our people are. So this is the PMP culture. And the same thing, this dependency, that destroy us as a people, as black people. And I same thing them doing in America, dependency. And if you tell people the truth, you hurt them feelings. They just tell them lie and make them feel comfortable. While you tell them the truth and tell them, say your community are a shit house community filled with filth. People are shit in a scandal bag and throw it over a fence and in a gully. Them now have no infrastructure, and these are the people that vote for PMP. Seem like all them community dilapidated, I saw them minds still run down. There's no, and Seaga invested in inner city upliftment through infrastructure, culture, and education. You don't have to like him, but you can't rewrite that receipt. The most educated people in the Kingston metropolitan communities them are the people them from Tivoli Gardens. Right now you have triplets during the Tivoli incursions who are in the United States. 2 of them are a doctor, 1 of them are the triplets, you know. One is a lawyer, and the other 2 are a doctor. 1 of them is a specialist. 3 sisters. And I'll share I suppose to share the story with you guys. And the other one, Michael Manley. On the surface, a charismatic intellectual, proficient in lying, mastermind, a manipulator, conman, scammer. Behind closed doors, the godfather of garrison politics, the champion of gunmen turned comrades, and the instigator of political terrorism disguised as revolution. His leadership carved up communities and left thousands dead, displaced and disillusioned, including members of my own family. So spare me the emotional defense of a man whose vision came wrapped in a red flag and soaked in redder blood. You can't tell me nothing. I am not dividing Jamaica. I am diagnosing it. Division came when men in suits are men in khakis with guns and gave them orders to defend the base. What I am doing now is peeling back the political cosmetic so we can see the cancer underneath. And it hurts, doesn't it? Especially when you have built your identity around a party that abandoned its people for power. You talk about not believing me. Good. Truth doesn't need your belief to be true. Gallego didn't need approval from the Vatican. Marcus Garvey didn't wait for colonial applause. And I certainly don't need validation for someone who can't tell the difference between nation building and nation breaking. So, no, this isn't about jerk chicken or party colors. This is personal. This is historical. This is righteous. I speak because most of my peers are in grave. They're in the grave, most of them. Tell me, say me a laborer. I'm proud to say yes, me a laborer, because I know I've been a PMP. I don't want to be no criminal like people in my family. I have done videos. I am the only blogger that tell the Jamaican people the truth. Me tell you and my family them when I'm most wanted men in a Jamaica. All when me a police. And if me catch him, me know it's a different thing. Me don't like criminals. So tell me now. Yeah, tell me say me a laborer because me hate criminals. So when laborer alone hate criminals. When I said the JLP now have criminals too. But their criminals are not ruthless as these people. And I speak for my peers who can't speak. Only 2 of us left. 2! So all of you who talking about I am labor right and I have been on a campaign. I'm on a campaign to save souls, lives. My cousin was the #1 brigadista. We used to travel and play with Michael Manley, Angela Brown Burke and all the others, them Paul Burke know him. The whole of them know him. And why you think them can't touch him? Because him can't hear enemies from even a mile. As old as him is. Not even, no 5 police them in Jamaica. Most 5 police them in Jamaica don't even know him. Because he's not on the radar. Because he's not going out there killing people and doing things that he used to do before. Because he realized that what he was doing is wrong. And he's the one that empowered me and encourages me to talk up for the youths them. This is a man who went to good school, have how many subjects, A-levels and O-levels, speak how many languages. And because of these people, indoctrinated men like him, youth like him, with promises of illusion, promise him heaven. But instead, it was hell. Promise him riches, promise him the redistribution of wealth. And the only wealth was that they took and put in their pocket and he did not get none. All he has is nightmares. Killing his own people for what? For power for white people. They took the banks and gave black people the gangs. Show me a Indian gang in Jamaica. Show me a Chinese gang. Show me a white gang, an Arab gang. All of the gangs in Jamaica is owned by black people. That's the only thing that the white people gave us. And we now call me labor, right? And what they have done, every election period, they give you guys 5 and 10 grand and you vote for the same people them and your damn life is the same. You live in a hellhole. So you want to know who I am campaigning for? I am campaigning for the truth, for the youths who deserve better, and for a Jamaica that doesn't have to keep burying its sons for the sake of political tribalism. If that offends you, then perhaps you are part of the problem. Now go read a book. Read a book. Read the philosophy and opinion of Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey said all of Marcus Garvey book, and you will realize that the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization is there to destroy you, your family, your children, the future, and to destroy Jamaica. Light a candle for the truth. And while you are at it, learn the difference between being political and being principled. Because we don't have none. So now talk about, so people have been asking, with surprise, where brown man gets so many guns from? I have done it and I tell you already about, as I stated before, about Dennis Wet, Danai Williams, Skeng, Kevin Tiliba Roberts, all of these people who have been hoarding guns in Jamaica after the big shipment. So ladies and gentlemen, fellow Jamaicans at home and abroad, I want to sit down and really listen to what I am about to say. Because what we are dealing with right now is not just another police shootout. No. This is a symptom of a much deeper rot. A rot that's been carefully protected, politically fertilized, and socially ignored for far too long. I'm talking about the recent massive cache of weapons and ammunition found at the home of Dave Brownman Wilson. Excuse my language. A thrice deported man. Yes, he's a thrice deportee who operates with impunity in Mandeville, Manchester. And after he was killed in a shootout with the police, what did some of the public do? They started to praise him as a hero. As if he was some ghetto Robin Hood. That is not just delusional, it's dangerous. And I won't say dangerous, it's more than dangerous. On God's earth in 2025, people in our country is so desensitized that they're praising the guy who violated other people's rights, killed a man and fire how many thousands of rounds at the police. And people say my hero, and you know that's the philosophy that the PNP imparted to us in my community. Some people, you escape. I never done a zoo, I never done a jail. I have never been to jail. This is something that they impart to us. But thank God I had a good mother and a father. My father was stern him all the time, but you understand him. My father is a Michael Manley man. But his son, me, I wake him up when I was a police. And when my father realized that these people are wicked, his one time 40 people give statement against me. My father, that day, when it came on the TV and my name all over the media, over the TV, JBC, with my name sprawl out on placard and all kind of things. And people, them know my father, but some of them never know it was my father. Who knew him? In a Kingston 30, you know him, and but back then, people in trouble your parent. And my father find out, say, boy, I the same people them where him grow with, and them same one, 40 of them tell lie for me. 40! And that was the moment, well, not even that. That was the moment that solidified my aim and goal. I said, no, something have to be done about these people. We have to stop reward people with lie. And this one man saved me from going to prison. One man. And he wasn't a labor right. In my PMP. Name all house on Payne Avenue. He was wanted for double murder, and that man gave a statement from his hospital bed on a police guard that saved me from going to prison. Because the PMP has imparted to us from I was young that you're supposed to eat the police and every labor right for dead. Police is dead and every labor right for dead. These are the same people who have cleaned the fingerprint records of convicted criminals and send them overseas, America, Canada, England, Australia, other countries, and create havoc in these people's country. I've seen a guy that I went to school with, live in America right now, went to prison in Jamaica for 15 illegal gun, and I'm in America right now. See, and I'm a citizen too. Because the PMP clean the record, because I was a PMP activist. I tell you, I don't grow with no labor right, you know. I never live in a Tivoli, I never live at Towile, I never live a Falcon, I never live a Compound. I can't tell about the labor right them, because I never live around them. I live around PMP, people who are criminal minded. The women, them, the men, the children, them grow you, them groom you. The women, them, even from them young, them teach them start. The first time them start teach them for lie is to tell you, them brainwash you, for eat the police. In my community where I'm from, to be a police are treason that. Any police who come from my community and the people them still love them, is because those police are criminal and criminal minded. Like Mutty Scott, yes, him in a group of him positive think, and Derek Powell. Him our next one, him come from Jonestown to him sell M16 and 9mm. Me not talk about no legend. Him thief the government gun them and sell them to criminal. Derek Powell, the same police where Danai Williams and P. Ox and Cowboy if it kill. And them shot. I know about it, you know. When I know said when he was transferred from Rockford, he was there with Steve McGuire for them kill him. I knew, and the only other police knew that I knew was Bobby Reds, because Bobby and I work. And when I say to Bobby and them thing there, first thing Bobby said to me, say, Porter, all of them are PMP and all of them are friend. Don't tell him, because when you tell him, I go back go tell Ox and Cowboy, I say, you tell him that them are kill him. And him I go ask them. And him I go believe them over you. So I never tell him. It's on the channel. So let's start with what the police found. Not one, not two rusty handguns. We are talking about a military style arsenal. High-powered rifles, pistols with extended magazines, dozens, hundreds of rounds of ammunition. All of this stashed inside the house of a man who had been deported 3 times from foreign countries. And somehow this man was walking around Jamaica fully armed, acting as if he's untouchable. Every time I go on the road, him carry him gun, him illegal gun, him bury it and him thing there. You understand? I leave him son say that, how does someone like Brown Man get his hands on such an arsenal? Let me tell you. Because I have told the Jamaican police and the government this already. There is a network, and at the center of that network are politically connected criminals and corrupt gatekeepers who are protected because who they finance, who they threaten, and who they control. No guy no control me, because them can't pay me. Them try to corrupt me, I run them way. That's why them don't like me. Of all of the YouTubers, I get the most death threats. I have them stashed on the phone. Right now I have over 700 death threats on the Jamaica Young Police Channel cell phone that I don't even play. That are still there. 700. I don't know how the YouTuber get the amount of death threats as I have. I'm not afraid of people. I'm born and grown in my belly, I beast. From my little youth, I see dead people. I'm not desensitized. I have a conscience. I'm a human being. I love my brother and sister, whether you're a PMP or a GLP. The thing what I do, I hate criminals. I hate criminals. The PMP is not a political party. It's a criminal organization. Because a political party has ideas. Them not have none. The only thing that they have done, you see it last year at them conference and the year before, is to parade convicted criminals for the youths them for gravitate to Buju Banton, the man who was convicted in America for selling cocaine. And up to now, I apologize to the Jamaican people and the world. He behave like him had God some Messiah. And you have seen, I've done so many stories about him. Intimate stories of this man committing how many murders in Jamaica. Them have to physically pull the trigger, you know. But their influence, even woman who have 5 kids with him try to kill her, Lana. It's on the channel. And one of them cousin called me and attacked me. So, oh, me a F Lana. I don't even know Lana. But all of these things are intimate information that I had received. Because people trust me, people were close to him and Lana tell me. Because even on the street, I left the police were decades ago. And the reason why people, even them and them children share things with me, is because people say, you know, it's like I was like a one-of-a-kind detective. Because see, I used to born and grow in a ghetto in the belly of the beast. And was not corrupted. People like they were like scratching them. This is no man. This is different. This is unfathomable. We can't put a thumb on it. Oh, this a guy I come from a community and people within him family and them thing and him different. That's the way that God made me. Some people say I was made for this moment. I should have been then. I should have been then dozens of times. You know, many times miss looking at the Nazla gun, a man fire a gunshot. 5 feet, 6 feet, and not one of them catch me. I've never got shot, and thank God. That's why me believe in God. I'm not afraid of no one. At one time I can't dead. So the main character in this operation is none other than Kenneth Skeng Black. We are talking about Mandeville. One of the most dangerous and influential men in modern Jamaica. I can tell you this, you know. I had shared personal information with, when I say personal, I talk not directly from me, you know. I share it with other police in Jamaica about this man. I mean, I talk. I not call the police officer's name and all of these things. Before the election, I had submitted. I not talk about me, you know. I had submitted information to the police them about this man, even this man too, brown man. That every Friday, like today, right in front of the Mandeville Hospital, was Kenneth Skeng Black having bar. You have about 80 to 100 men there with him. Young men old. Some of them have license gun, and most of them have illegal gun, including this man. Even the same other man to Bernard, Adrian Bernard, a part of Skeng circle to the man who dead, where him kill. And we can tell you, it have nothing to do with no egg. And you saw criminals stay though, all them quick in I'm thinking and saturate the intelligence arena with all of the misinformation. And sometimes even police do it because them get paid. Police give me bad information to hear. Police of me know and trusted. But them are criminal too. They are PMP, LGBTQ plus criminal organization, activists and voters in a uniform. And them share them bad information with me. Now, some of you might want to, you know, to pretend that Skeng is just some contractor, builder, or, you know, our music producer in our music business. But I, Chris Porter, know better. Skeng can't say him know me. Him can't say him know me. Me no licky. Him can't say him know me. Daniel Williams can't say him know me. The only man can't say him know me is George Spang, and him I become born and grow in our community. Me and him George Spang and a friend. George Spang said men already come on my yard in a concrete jungle to kill me. Him say I know him, but it was him. Because men from his gang try to kill me and I defend myself. So them want to retaliate. And then after that now, big police, Garnet Daly and all of these people. Because I believe in an eye for an eye. I'm not going to send no more on them things. Because Garnet Daly, them are more PMP than Michael Manley. If you try to kill me, you understand what I'm saying? But George Spang say, him say man know nothing about it. 6 men came. We have all a family where the dead come from foreign how much jewelry, gold and all of them things. And when them shine all the flashlight in a fear face, and them say, boy, in there, you know, 6 men with M16 rifle. Me, them I look for. I go jungle the next day. I call the people, everybody start crying. I say, what happened? Him say, boy, Chris, them come last night for kill you. When you tell me say a lie, me I tell. George Pang. But to the day him say him no know, from then him say him no know nothing about it. When Jingles dead, I saw George Pang on the scene and him heal me and I just walk off. I was pretty much, them read me the riot act because two of them control and I say, boy, I feed them government in a power and all of these things. And to me a family down the same year. And them I say, boy, I never you, no man gonna fi kill. So I say, who them I look for them if them I say the boy not there. Who in my family here, or would have did it that night that them want to kill me? Because the boy would survive, was survive that day. I'd call my mother, my father, and other family member name. And that's why I let the people them want to kill him and I me fire my gun during when them out to kill him and save him life and him see him and go back and then them try. Them come, but who God bless no man curse. I might sound like me I digress. But people don't know my passion for Jamaica. It's sad. Although I'm glad to say the Jamaica Labour Party win because I better have both evils. But for say PMP get 28 seats, and may I tell you say we have a lot of work, so much work to do to fix this country and the mind's eye people. So now some of you want to pretend say Skeng a music producer, but I Chris Porter know better. The streets know better, and the Jamaican police know better too. But they don't talk. They don't talk. Why? Because Skeng is treated with kids' glove. Skeng is the Pablo Escobar of Jamaican political and police culture. He funds events, he throws parties, he smiles for the camera, and behind the scenes, he's reportedly running a criminal enterprise that spans weapons, drugs, and intimidation. Georges Valley are epicenter. I have supplied the police them information of people in a circle. There was a fatal shooting in December. I tell you this, because one of the things I joke me. There was a fatal shooting that happened in Jamaica. A big shootout with police, CTAC police and soldier in a Georges Valley, December 19, 2019. The police that was in charge of CTAC and led that operation collected $3 million from Skeng. This come from inner Skeng arena, inner orbit. $3 million that policeman collected. I do a story about it. And release the other men them were involved in the shootout. These are men were collected to Tommy Lee Sparta. Tommy Lee Sparta, the DJ. And even two brother. I did a video about them. I may do another. I'm going to do another. So them treat Skeng with kid gloves because he's the Pablo Escobar of Jamaican political and police culture. So one of his protege is a man named Kevin Tiliba Roberts, a key figure in Skeng's network and a known associate in gun and ammunition trafficking. The man a big drugs dealer, coke, the man a land plane, and because I Labour government, them can't get to land a plane a Vernon Field as what them used to do. And you have licky police who sell out Jamaica. Remember, so we have a plane that crash out of Jamaica down Rocky Pine, and I see him police, PIU police at Clarendon, escort the foreigners them out of our country and allow them to go back to Mexico. Oh, that's always so corrupt, always anti-patriotic for money. And that we see happen in the election. We have a white man who come from England, we almost become a prime minister. If him they get 4 more seats, I would have a foreigner as a prime minister. That's how effed up our people is, corrupt, beggy, licky and lazy. So, but instead of being arrested or charged, these men walk freely, even appear beside politicians like newly elected MP Peter Bunting. Peter Bunting is one of the most corrupt politicians of Jamaica. The man them say, them have a law of Jamaica where them say, if you commit crime or foreign, that no count of Jamaica. I see a man who has been twice deported from America. His name is Caswell Campbell. That is the man who shoot the firefighter in St. James live on the Jamaica Young Police channel. The man that got prison 2 times in America. and him have license gun. While law-abiding citizens of Jamaica can't, because Caswell Campbell can grease somebody's hand. And then we ask, who write these police report for give these deportee all rev clean police report when they're a criminal? I'm going to say Jamaica Labour Party need to fix all of these things. So if they don't fix it, they are part of the problem. So we say we choose the better of both evil. And if the evil evolve to become good, then I tell you, this is the failure of leadership. So let that sink in. On election day, Dave Brownman Wilson was seen armed walking in the company of Skeng, not hiding, not sneaking, out in the open, bold as daylight. Officers in Manchester saw it and said nothing. Because in Jamaica, if you are politically protected, you are above the law. So we must ask, what kind of society allows this? What kind of justice system allows someone to be deported 3 times, come back to Jamaica and amass a war chest of guns, and yet no surveillance, no raid, no charge? Because the people that were connected to this man, money run things in Jamaica. Money buy anything, silence anything, police. So the answer is simple, one that is compromise. And when people like me speak out, they say, oh, you are being political, you are a labourite. Well, let me say this clearly. This is not politics. This is national security. This is about saving lives. This is about protecting our communities from criminals who are enabled by politicians and protected by silence. The truth is this: if the Jamaican authorities are taking what I had said seriously, even years ago or recently, men like Brownman would have been behind bars, not buried with a cache of deadly weapons beside him and dozens of live rounds. Dozens of lives could be saved. This a man involved in all kind of selling of guns, ammunition and all them things. So now let's talk about the psychological warfare happening right before our eyes. Why is it that when these criminals die, some people in the community start praising them as heroes? Why do we light candles for gunmen and stay silent when police officers are murdered? Because this is what they had imparted to us, Michael Money, the glorification of criminal murderers, and the vilification and the villainization of police officers and members of the security forces. If you violate people's human rights as a criminal, you're good. But when you're a police and you kill a murderer, you are evil. You're supposed to go to prison. Why are we glorifying the destroyers of our society while condemning the defenders? This isn't just ignorance, this is indoctrination. And I say it before and I say it again. The PNP is good at that. They have done it, but some people, I'm become labourite. I never become a labourite. I am a patriot. I can think for myself. I said, give me the book and not the gun. This is the result of years of garrison politics, politicians turning gunmen into community leaders, of NGO, non-governmental organization, twisting facts, and of social media narratives, praising criminals as victims of Babylon instead of what they really are, terrorists in the communities. So now, the question is, what do we do next? And I said, 1, call the names. Stop hiding behind euphemism. Say who's involved. Say which politicians are shaking hands with killers. Say which police officers are eating from the criminal's pocket. Demand accountability. These men are not untouchable. They are simply allowed to operate unchecked. Pressure must be put on the Commissioner of Police, the National Security Minister, and the political parties who benefit from these criminals' relationships. 3, break the silence. Communities must stop protecting criminals in exchange for handouts. The short-term benefit is not worth the long-term bloodshed. Strengthen legislation. That is 4. We need real anti-gang law with teeth, not watered-down bills that cater to the same politicians who depends on them. Dave Brownman Wilson is gone, but the system that protected him still exists. And unless we stand up and speak truth, even when it's uncomfortable, even when it points to powerful men, then nothing will change. Jamaica is worth fighting for. Our youth are worth saving. But we must be brave enough to call enemies by name. Even when enemies wear a party shirt or sit in high office. Danai Williams, Kenneth Skendon, Black, Kevin Tiliba Roberts, and I can go on and on because there are so many of them. I will not be silenced. I will not pretend. And I will not stop until justice rings from Jonestown to Mandeville. The guns have been found. The truth has been spoken. Now it's your turn, Jamaica. What will you do with it? We need to stop arms up these people. Brownman was very close to these men in the gun business. Peter Bunting, Kevin Tiliba Roberts, and Kenneth Skendon Black. Have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police Channel out.